Hello everyone, like Rocket Chalk here, and today we're continuing on with this top 10 favorite Pokemon generations list. But this time on Pokemon from the Johto region. Now, the same rules will apply. No legendaries. These starters and forms will be included in the list. Megas as will be accounted for with the Pokemon. And so I will be talking about the Pokemon's Mega Evolution with the Pokemon. But anyways, aside from all that, let's get started. Number 10, Furret. This Pokemon is not only a pretty useful Pokemon in battle, but also an adorable Pokemon at best. It's a pure normal type, and it's an evolution of Sentret. Now, like I said before, this Pokemon is adorable. And also, it's pretty strong. And like I said before, it's pretty strong. It can learn Surf, Thunderbolt, Power Up Punch, and Sucker Punch, and Slam, Strength. And as far as I know, mostly because I have a Furret in Pokemon X that I have on my team. Well, let's move on to number 9, but before we do, I just can't help but say, aw, Furret's so freaking adorable! Number 9, Jumpluff. It's an evolution of Skiploom, and it's a grass flying type. Or at least I think it's a grass flying type. It might just be pure grass. Anyway, Jumpluff is also pretty adorable. Besides all that, it's pretty alright in battle. I remember having a Jumpluff in Pokemon XD, and it was pretty awesome in the battle. But aside from all that, there's not much to say about Jumpluff. So, with all that, moving on to number 8. But before we do, I wonder how it can float. Number 8, Girafarage. It's not only a psychic type, but it's a normal type, and sadly though, it doesn't have a pre-evolved form, and it doesn't evolve into anything, but that's okay. It's actually pretty awesome in battle, and also I like its design. I mean, its tail basically having a chain chomp, but that's pretty clever, to be honest. Originally, its design was going to be a 2 giraffe head, like a giraffe, but I'm better with this because 2 giraffe heads would have been kinda creepy. It would have been like a cat-dog situation. But anyways, you know, like I've said before, it's awesome in battle. Sadly though, I could never find a giraffe origin anywhere in Gen 6, whether it was X and Y or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Either way, it would be awesome if I did find one. But aside from all that, yeah, I like Giraffe Ridge. It's cool. So, with that all said, let's move on to number 7. Number 7, Johto. It is a psychic flying type and is the evolution of Johto. Now this Pokemon's actually pretty alright in battle, especially in Pokemon Sword and Shield. This Pokemon, on its Pokedex entry, one in the game series, state that it can see in the future. To be honest, that's pretty cool. Well, at any rate, it's great having this totem bird in battle. Well, mostly because it has awesome moves like Nightshade. Well, it's Psychic, Thunder Wave, if you turn. It's really awesome. To be honest. So, with all that said, I really don't have that much to say about Johto. So, let's move on to number 6. But before we do, what's next for the future, Johto? Number 6, Heracross. It is a bug fighting type. In like Giraffe Ridge, it has no pre-evolution or evolution. Although it does have a mega evolution, there is one problem with Heracross, and that's with its type. It makes it weaken double to flying types, sadly. But I really don't see that as a problem. And it also, another problem is it also makes it weaken to fairy types, with it being fighting. Aside from all of that though, Heracross is pretty alright in battle. Well, I haven't learned moves like close combat and other moves like that, and you got a pretty tough bug here. So let's move on to number 5, but before we do, keep on fighting there, Heracross. Number 5, Miltank. Like Heracross and Giraffe Ridge, this Pokemon has no pre-evolution or or evolution, and like Girafarig, it has no Mega Evolution. But that's okay too. This Pokemon is pretty awesome, and yeah, it has pissed off a lot of people, mostly because of the gym leader Whitney throughout the years. But anyways, Miltank is pretty awesome at battle if it learns Stomp, Bulldoze, Roll Out, and Milk Drink. And why did I say Milk Drink? Well, you can have... Well, with this you can restore Miltank. And so that's pretty good. With Bulldoze, you can take out electric type Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty good. With all this said, moving on to number 4. But before we do, why Whitney? Number 4, Houndoom, the Fire-type Pokemon. Or is it Fire Dark? Either way, it's an evolution of Houndour. And oh my god, it also has a Mega Evolution. And yeah, I already spoke about this before. At any rate, even if Houndoom's just a pure Fire type, it can also learn Dark type moves like Dark Pulse. But also, it's good if it has Flamethrower, Fire Blast. I think there was another move if it has, but I forgot. Either way, Houndoom's awesome. Especially when it comes to its Mega Evolution. But if you want to hear me rant about its Mega Evolution, then you should check out the video I did on top 10 Megas. It was about, I think, like a year ago or so. Anyways, moving on to number 3, but before we do, this Pokemon's so fucking awesome. Number 3, Azumarill. It used to be a water type, but now it's a water fairy type, and that's awesome. And also, it's an evolution of Marill. Well, anyways, yeah, like I said before Gen 6, it used to be a water type. But nowadays, it's a water fairy type, and it's so awesome in battle. Well, give it moves Aqua Jet, Belly Drum, Superpower, and Play Rough, and maybe also Knockoff, and you've got one powerful water type, and also somewhat a fairy type. But yeah, either way, hey, this Pokemon's awesome. Now, look at you, and it's also adorable too. So, moving on to number 2, but before we do, it's great that Azumarill got stronger. Number 2, Scizor. It is a Bug Steel type, and it's actually the evolved form of Scyther. and it has a Mega Evolution. And that's awesome! It's pretty awesome in battle because of it being Bug and Steel, so Fairy types can't do shit to it. And the same with Dark types. But with all of this said, it is double weakened to Fire types, sad to say. Although it's not weakened to Flying types, that's awesome! Or is it? Either way, Scizor is awesome, especially when it comes to its Mega Evolution. And not just by design, but in battle too. With Mega Scizor, it's strong in battle. Well, when it comes to Pokemon that aren't Fire types. Still, either way, hey, I found Scizor to be quite awesome throughout battles. Anyways, moving on to number 1. Before we do, oh my god! Okay, you all already knew that this would be coming, so number 1 is Ampharos. It is an electric type. It's the evolution of Flaffy. And yes, it can Mega Evolve, and its Mega Evolution is a Dragon type. Now, like I said before, you all knew this was coming because as Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and because not only is it adorable, but it's awesome in battle, and also its Mega Evolution is pretty cool too. I kind of like its design, mostly because it's starting to get its like hairbag. That's awesome. Anyways, Ampharos is one of those electric type Pokemon that doesn't have a alright speed, but has a great special attack. Heck, now that's pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and my favorite Johto Pokemon of all time. I'm Lycanroc Hedgehog, and I'll see you all next time.